Today, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports. Mariota and the Chicago Bears taking on Trey Lance and the Baltimore Ravens.
One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport, Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Ravens, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they're led out by the former number 2 overall pick from Oregon in his 7th season now. It's Marcus Mariota.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week.
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Kyle Van Noy showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Another try after the first down sack. Mariota, it's brought in here by Willie Snead. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Now Mariota. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Right back to Dobbins on first. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Mariota now. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the assignment, a tough one here for this defense. You've got a quarterback ranked in the top 5 in passing yards. What do they need to do to try to keep him under wraps?
Well, they didn't sleep a whole lot getting ready for this one. I can guarantee you there's just so much to combat. But I think they're going to zero in on taking away his top target. Double, triple him if they have to. Make the other guys rise up and try and beat them. They'll feel a whole lot better if those guys win in the routes instead of their number 1 guy.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins. Javon Holland coming up to make the stop.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. Mariota. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had. Thought they could exploit them, and able to do so on that play.
Gostkowski's kick is good, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. They'll be led on by the 3rd overall pick in April's draft, the rookie from North Dakota State, Trey Lance. They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Lance. A check down here for Henry. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Well, we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Well,
RX, built for modern families. Get 1.9% zero financing on the 2022 RX 350. We got a big game ball.
Hey.
Oh, you still at home?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you was going to. I thought you said you was going to elsewhere. No, I'm at Karen's. I told her I'll sit here with Chloe until she came back from the dinners. Chloe being me. Chloe, look, say hi to Corey.
Hey.
Alright. Well,
Yeah, as
I was just
soon as
letting you know that was still over here.
alright. Yeah, as soon as what you call it come, I'm gonna leave.
Oh, as soon as the package comes. What Jada doing? This is actually my first time FaceTiming you and seeing the blurred thing in your background. Looking at the door?
I mean, she's looking at the door, but she's not looking at the door. Jada. Jada.
Jada.
Jada.
Now
Jada.
see, like, oh, y'all getting on my nerves.
Jada. No, she
Being
don't
real
care.
stubborn.
Yeah, she don't care. What y'all doing?
Chloe, you finished? Karen made these fruit bowls. They're pretty good. I'm gonna bring you some. I don't know. Wait, hold on. I was about to say I don't know what you like, but I'm trying. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to find. That's whipped cream.
Today, from Soldier Field in Chicago,
Would not let you do that.
it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Soldier Field opened back in
Touching me.
1924 with the Bears becoming tenants in 71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Chicago Bears. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. From his end zone, Wilson. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they're led out by the former #2 overall pick from Oregon. In his 7th season now, it's Marcus Mariota. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Well, partner, it's pretty simple. One thing you don't want to see defensively, on the very first snap of the game, some guy running free like we just saw there.
Heck of a start for this offense, no doubt.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing is Mariota. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Coming up on 2nd and 7.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take out extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Packers world, seeing big #1, former league MVP, took the franchise to a Super Bowl. Likely the starting quarterback for the Carolina Panthers this week.
If he pulls in a touchdown, is he going to do it like old school and open up the show Superman style?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
What about Justin? Oh, this Justin.
This just in, we're live from the Mandalay Bay in Las Vegas, Nevada. Site of the 147-pound title fight Saturday night between undefeated pound-for-pound candidate Terrence Crawford.
The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result.
Man, get the fuck out of here, dog.
For a Bears touchdown. Marcus Mariota. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that makes the score 7-0. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So here come the Ravens now, ready to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by the 3rd overall pick in April's draft, the rookie from North Dakota State, Trey Lance. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd and 7, Lance. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Lance to throw for it on 4th down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Following the interception here, Mariota into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Now Mariota. And that is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, a run to Dobbins. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Mariota. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They're going for it with Dobbins. He's got the first down inside the 10.
Set back in 2016 by a guy named Steph Curry. What are the odds? This was Steph's 37th game with 9 threes. No other player has more than 9 such games in their career. It was his 23rd career game, scoring 30 points in fewer than 30 minutes, the most in NBA history. Let's welcome NBA analyst Tim Legler. Legs, what's going on? All right, so the Warriors dismantled the Nets, and they still even haven't gotten Klay Thompson back yet. We know he's been cleared for full contact drills. How close, here's my question, how close to the pre-KD Warrior championship Warriors teams is this team, this Warriors team right now?
Buddy hit that boy. That boy was so bad. He hit it with it 3 times. That last subtle one got me, dog. That last one.
What that was like when Steph Curry was winning MVP pre-Kevin Durant. But they're not going to be there fully until they get Klay Thompson. But here's one thing I am seeing, very similar. Their defense, the quickness, the versatility, the number of things they can switch, the young, active legs that they have with some of their role players. This team plays with a tremendous amount of energy. They're the #1 defensive rated team in the NBA. So that reminds me a lot of those teams because those teams never got enough credit defensively because we were so focused on this shooting display that we had never seen with Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. So when it's all said and done and the smoke clears, I actually think this could be on par with those teams. And clearly right now, they are the favorite. This is the best team in the NBA, and they're going to get better. So the only question remains is, can any of these other teams that right now are missing pieces, when they get those guys back, can they close the gap? Brooklyn obviously one of those teams with Kyrie Irving.
Before we get to Kyrie, though, I think back to those Warriors teams pre-KD. And Legs, they shouldn't have won any titles pre-KD. They won the first one only because LeBron was missing Kyrie and Kevin Love. Like he was by himself. Matthew Dellavedova was the second best player on the team, and they still went 6 games. It was pretty clear to me Cleveland would have won that series. And then the following year, they actually lost to LeBron and the Cavs. So, though they had a championship, I never really think of them as the best team in the league back then. If that's where they are, is that enough to win a championship? Because they don't have KD anymore.
Well, I think it's going to be enough to win a championship for a couple of reasons. I actually think Steph Curry is better now than he was during those back-to-back MVP years. I also think now you're going to add, let's just assume you add a healthy Klay Thompson to the mix and he's resuming 505 workouts, so that sounds like it's imminent. It's right around the corner. I think there is something else culturally about this organization that, if you think about it, when other star pairings have been put together, they're the only guys we talk about. Every time two star players go and they pair up, that's all we talk about. Golden State, the role players are so empowered because of the style and the system, the way it moves, the importance of those guys. I just think there's something special about the chemistry that the Golden State Warriors can create. They just look like they have more fun than anybody else in the league, and I think that matters. I do think this team defensively can be even better than those teams. You got to remember, they're also missing James Wiseman, and Klay Thompson is a top 5 perimeter defender in the NBA. When they get those guys back, I think this is a team that maybe could look even better. That Steph Curry won MVP.
Today, Soldier Field in Chicago. It's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins.
Now, this was a test. This was a barometer game. Where are they right now? James Harden is starting to look more like himself. Kevin Durant obviously is playing at an MVP clip. So let's see where they're at.
chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Mariota. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. To throw is Mariota. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. From the gun, Mariota. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Mariota now from the 50. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Kyle Van Noy. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. So here are the Ravens now as they get set for their opening possession. They'll be led out by the 3rd overall pick in April's draft, the rookie from North Dakota State, Trey Lance.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
And a slant hold in by Ruggs. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. They'll try the right side with Henry. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7. Now a handoff to Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there.
And Derrick Henry with the ball in his hands, what a sight to behold, because power and speed involved in every touch for him. Coming off another spectacular season with the Titans, he became the first since LaDainian Tomlinson in 2006 and 2007 to win 2 straight rushing titles, and he did it with style too. Just the 8th man to top 2,000 yards and the first since Adrian Peterson in 2012. He has his sights set on another 2,000-yard season.
Off of play action, here's Lance. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the 1st down. Lance now on 1st down. Reception here by Ruggs. A gain of 6 there on 1st. From the 45 on 2nd down, Lance. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mariota now after the fumble recovery. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Mariota's throw there, hauled in by Claypool. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. A handoff running left is Dobbins. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Thomas has got it, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. Here's Mariota. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mariota. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Mariota to throw it. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Dobbins. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
Dobbins once more. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They'll try to run with Dobbins. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Kowski's kick is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Shotgun now for Lance. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Ravens send their punter out now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
The Bears on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he will have the Bears first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, Mariota. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Steps away. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing, Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. Here's Jordan Berry now. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
right? Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And they'll get him down up past the 15. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now a play fake. Lance. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
Man, get out of here, dog.
Here it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So,
bro, man, come on, dog.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He'll look to throw. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll run with Dobbins. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. He'll look to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Chase Claypool in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears would extend their lead here just before halftime. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. A final shot before half for Lance. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
Man, come on. Well.
He's here and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Bears are going to get the football back. This time will run out in this third quarter of play. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. Interesting stat line right now. And technically he's completed 4 passes, 2 to his team and then 2 to the wrong team.
It makes you wonder what he's seeing downfield because he has completed 2 passes to his own team, but the interceptions are troubling. Is he going through the wrong reads, the wrong progressions? Is he getting fooled by defenses? They've got to figure that out over the sidelines, working on that Surface Pro to see what they see.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, oh, he's a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
And now they'll throw with Lance.
Man, come on, bro.
Able to escape, and down he goes.
Oh, my God, bro.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lance. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
169 yards of total offense. It was really 160 before the last play. So Cam brings the energy, but he's not coming in saying this is about me. He's saying, I want to help y'all get better. That's the difference in this Cam versus the Cam of old. I will remind everybody, Cam Newton rode a defense where he was his own best running back and his best receiver was his tight end to the Super Bowl.
Today, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Marcus Mariota and the Chicago Bears taking on Trey Lance and the Baltimore Ravens.
Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan, that's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel, ready for footballer day and ready for footballer we, as the Bears get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Ravens, and I don't think from what we saw down on the field before the game there's any doubt they're ready to roll.
They passed the eye test, don't they? This team looks fired up and ready to play.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they're led out by the former number 2 overall pick from Oregon in his 7th season now. It's Marcus Mariota.
He's talking about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
To Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Jason McCourty, a safety blitz and a sack. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel.
We be on that fuck shit too. Yo, we be on that fuck shit.
Putting the quarterback on the deck.
Yo, we be on that fuck shit too. 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 Fuck shit too. Yo, we be on that fuck.
2nd and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Mariota over the middle. That's caught by Claypool. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now Mariota. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. And he'll find Ruggs on the right side. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Here's Lance. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cohen. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9. From the 3, 2nd and a yard. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Henry, touchdown, Baltimore. Will Lutz on for the point after. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Mariota's throw taken in by Snead. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. This is taken at the 15. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Throwing on first down is Lance. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Again to Henry. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Lance now to throw. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lance, the screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
2nd down at 7. Lance going to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On 3rd down, Henry. And this
God
goes
damn
nowhere.
it, dog.
Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 4th down now after a loss of 2. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to kick it away. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Dobbins running out of the gun. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Mariota on 3rd and 2. But able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. A 1st down throw for Mariota. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward.
Oh, get up out of there, Casey.
Comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. CD, he tried to kind of lob that one in there. It looked pretty going through the air. The problem was it was in the air a little bit too long.
Yeah, and that's a tough one because for that type of a route and what he tried to do and needed to do, he had to put a little air under it, and the defender was actually able to take advantage of it because it hung up there just long enough for him to get there and take it away.
A 1st down carry for Henry. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Ravens get a new set of down. 17 on that pickup. Henry. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
2nd down and 5. On the handoff, it's Cohen. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he will have a Ravens first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Henry. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Cohen will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken from about the 12. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Good luck trying to get your running game going against Ndamukong Suh. I mean, he is so strong. Just trying to move him, take one guy, 2 guys, whatever. I wish you a whole lot of luck. He usually converts an offensive running game into rubble.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This one caught by Kittle. Touchdown.
Oh my fucking God, bro.
George Kittle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears draw a bit closer. Gostkowski the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it. Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Lance looking to throw it. A check down here for Henry. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
The connecting here with DJ Shark. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On play action, Lance. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Lance into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the first down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
They'll run. It's Henry. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them. Because they're really outside of field goal range now. All right, the opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit. But must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
Mariota's throw on target to Gavin here. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Mariota. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Mariota again. Snead's got it. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Gostkowski's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Final shot before break. Lance, he'll let this go deep for Ruggs. In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in. We now proceed to the start of the 2nd half. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at Detroit. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 50 yards on the ground for him so far. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Pass runs middle of the field. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 19. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Still 9 remaining on second down. Here's Lance to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Cohen. And the Ravens are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Now, I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the first and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
What's up, bro? Man, I'm playing this damn game against the Bears. Yeah, that was streaming. I don't think he was doing. I ain't dropped that hell in the group though. This is for
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
This pass into the arms of Snead, and he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A good gain on first, has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Mariota now. Able to hit his target, Claypool. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll throw again. Mariota looking middle, and it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there, but it's going to be second down. Here's Mariota. He uncorks it for Snead. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. The Bears on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Being chased out left. Mariota so nimble, sliding to the ground with a first down. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mariota to throw it. Space to run past the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. The Bears on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. To throw, it's Mariota.
Good job, finally. But you should be able to see it on some of your Madden if you got a West Smith.
One of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The field goal we just saw has this now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? Might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
Snap the fucking ball, dog. Go to Wilson or go to Madden.
So that'll back him up 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Again, it's Henry. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And he's going to have a Ravens 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Here's 2nd and 9. And they'll get this to Ruggs on the jet sweep. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Now Anderson on the jet sweep. Down to the 36-yard line here. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now it's Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now a handoff to Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 116 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 2nd and 7. They'll run with Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. To throw, it's Lance. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he's
J-Mark, look at this shit.
That one should just about put a capper on this game. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying,
got his look.
we turn to the
Fuck
rookie?
off,
Well, he's
nigga.
looking pretty good
He a
right
chief,
now.
nigga.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that
That
up
nigga
because I'm not the head coach.
snuck his little ass in
So he's
there.
got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate
Fuck no.
question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page.
Swap me Najee for Derrick Henry. What's up?
Before this season is over.
So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field.
Hell nah.
For 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter
Damn.
grows by a couple more. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove.
Oh yeah, Najee he gonna go crazy. As soon as they give him his what's it called thing, it's really gonna be crazy.
After the touchdown, Lutz to
Once
kick
he
it
play his
off.
500 plays or whatever.
Short kick. One of the up middle taken now. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
Let's go. Look at this pick and spin move, J Mark.
It will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially.
Get up out of there immediately. Nah, nigga. I'm trying to grab me while I catch the ball. He was trying to get up out of there. Yeah. That's the nigga who played for Denver. I think that he's going to be like best in the league soon. Like at least like top. He might be like top 3 right now. He might have been a Pro Bowler last year.
Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them just a field goal.
Yeah, bro. Sometimes I be too anxious on defense. I be pressing hella buttons.
And a pretty good game
like
plan.
switching, diving, trying to make last minute adjustments and
just
doing.
Love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Baltimore, it's a rare victory for them as they get that record back to 3-7. And they'll return home next week to take on.
This is not about basketball for Kyrie. We need to understand. This is not about basketball. So nothing that happens on the basketball court
Talking about basketball,
on his heartstrings.
that's totally fine. But talking about basketball, because that's what we do, looking at this next team now, is the maestro needed out there? Is that the ingredient that we have the Warriors secret sauce? Zach just poured it all over our burgers, but what about for the next?
Well, the genius of Kyrie with 13 last year was that he was not the maestro. He could stand off to the side and catch and go on the move and take over when they needed him to take over here and there. But, I mean, look, the Nets are a big 3.
Damn.
Right now is a big 1.75, maybe. I mean, James is not James yet. Let's be honest. He's still not James. The first step is coming. The finishing and the last step doesn't look like it's there. Kyrie's attitude
Yeah, that sucks.
is a big deal for them because then you're
Damn, that sucks, young dog. Nigga made that bulletproof song.
like the team they were last year because they're missing a key piece.
I wonder who did. I wonder if it was. I mean, shit. It could be anybody because again, he just. Yeah, think about like, you know, it ain't no other record label than Rap a Lot that's gonna be talking shit in the H. But you know, if it was, it'd be one whole group of niggas versus a whole another group of niggas. Yeah. But that's you see, you been seeing this Kanye and Drake shit. Nigga, Kanye looks like he's being held hostage, my nigga. He and you know Kanye is a nigga who is like he's cocky. He's like swagged out. He's not. They'll say he not making no Kanye ain't making no like he ain't making no moves that he not excited about it. You could you know what I'm saying, when he makes a move he be excited and he don't look excited in them pictures and in posts. He read that shit and I was like, oh, this whole sound like a damn ransom letter. Fuck that. No way. But Jay Prince is, you know, a hood businessman. So what you do? You protect your investments. So if Kanye roasting Drake too much, you just got to get Kanye to stop roasting him. That's wild, bro. Think about that, bro. It's just like, yeah, bro, you talking about Drake and Drake's numbers is going down. So, which means my numbers is going down and we can't have that. That's nuts, bro, to think about that. And then also like if Kanye is hostage, think about Drake, nigga. He can't ever leave Rap a Lot. Not that he would want to, like, but see, like to me, for like Drake, a Canadian nigga, a nigga who's not American at all, period. You need like a super goony American nigga to just have your back. Like think like wasn't nobody fucking with the niggas from Death Row because they knew Suge was sending the goons. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas ain't fucking with Jay Prince and them niggas because them niggas will be on the way. That's wild, bro. That's wild. And that's wild, but also same thing. Well, again, who got killed in Dallas? Mo three. Mo three gets killed in Dallas. Young Dolph killed there. Uh, like I be telling niggas all the time, bro. Don't you shouldn't go back. Especially you can't go back to where you from and be doing the same shit you was doing when you left. You gotta evolve. And if you yeah, and if you yeah, again, if you evolve, you damn near can't go back. Cause your evolution is just like I'm telling Ron J needs to like lay all the work for that restaurant and shit and move around. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas don't need to be in the restaurant day, cause niggas that own businesses don't be at them hoes every day. You know what I'm saying? You just it's no reason for you to be at that bitch every day. And also you just a lick really. Ain't no reason for you. Yeah. I mean, but also, bruh, it's not Houston, bro. It's Memphis. It's like I don't want to say that it's like it's not small, but shit. If that nigga's in town, you know it. I'll say that type shit. You know what I'm saying? But nah, you could you it's just a hood. You just compare that hoe to like a part of Dallas. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like you could like think about that. Like if the I don't know, like if niggas know Dez Bryant lived down, but you know he ain't never home, but somebody see Dez car floating around his hood, and somebody just sent out a tweet, oh I just seen Dez Bryant, he back at the crib for the weekend. You know he must be at the crib. Like think about that. Like if you see Young Dolph, especially you see Young Dolph in a $100,000 car floating through the hood, you know it's Young Dolph. You know what I'm saying? You just like, hey, hey, oh shit, I ain't even know Dolph in town. And niggas like, wait, what? Dolph in town? We been looking for that nigga. Cause I mean, you know how it be. When one person sees somebody in town, it's just like, oh shit. Think about that, especially he just out randomly at the cookie spot. Anything. I mean, again, once you in town, all you got to do is be posted where he go. That's nuts, really, when you think about that shit. Like if a nigga from it's kind of like the same thing, like it's like every city. You know what I'm saying? Like if niggas go to Dallas, like niggas know a nigga love like Fuel City. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna hit the nigga gonna hit Fuel City at 3 a.m. no matter what type shit. You know what I'm saying? Or a nigga gonna make sure he hit the Gallo. A nigga gonna make sure he hit X, Y, and Z spot before you leave the city. And shit, niggas just damn near waiting on the time. But that's so crazy, bro. And but again, for that same reason, niggas be disappearing and getting their families out of the hood. The European niggas that like what's his name? Ginobili's family, like somebody got like kidnapped or something like that in like Argentina when he was playing for the Spurs. Because they know you got bread, right? Think about that, bro. Think about like you finna like you do a pregame. Think about that like you do a pregame interview, right? So niggas know you at work. Like niggas see you on TV. The same thing that be happening with the NFL niggas. Like while them niggas are playing the game, they house be getting broken into. They on TV, so it's like, okay, well, while we know this flew back, we know this nigga not in the country, but we know his mama stay right there. We finna just go kidnap a kid. We finna just literally go kidnap a kid and hold him for $1 million. But you know the NBA, like the NBA would, you know what I'm saying? Like think about that, bro. Think about like if LeBron James' kid go missing. The NBA can't have vandalized. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Cause they know you're not there. Especially like think about that. It's the finals. Like think about like LeBron having a crib in like Miami because he moved back to Cleveland, and you in the finals with Cleveland, and your whole family is there on TV, and niggas just like, yeah, ain't nobody at LeBron house, nigga. Let's hit that bitch. It's a wild thing. Nah, hell nah. I wasn't the last one. Nah. I was one of the niggas. Nah. I thought I was last until I looked. Damn. What other controller? Mm-hmm. Oh, live.
They're in all those return to play protocols, but again, it sounds like we're going to have a little bit more information after those scans next week. Thank you so much, Andrew. Coming up, Giannis caused a stir with some recent quotes in GQ. We'll discuss next on NBA Today.
Some days, you just don't have it. Not my uncle, though. He's taking Trulicity for his type 2 diabetes. And now, he's really on his game. Once weekly Trulicity lowers your A1C by helping your body release the insulin it's already making. Most people reach an A1C under 7%. Plus, Trulicity can lower your risk of cardiovascular events. It can also help you lose up to 10 pounds. Trulicity is for type 2 diabetes. It isn't for people with type 1 diabetes. It's not approved for use in children. Don't take Trulicity if you're allergic to it. You or your family have medullary thyroid cancer or have multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Stop Trulicity and call your doctor right away if you have an allergic reaction or lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, changes in vision, or diabetic retinopathy. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Taking Trulicity with sulfonylurea or insulin raises low blood sugar risk. Side effects include nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea, which can lead to dehydration and may worsen kidney problems. Show your world what's truly inside. Ask your doctor about once weekly Trulicity.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah.